I hope you're well. I hope you're good. So we need some family, what do you call that? Family vocab, family whatever really today. Let's have a look at what we've got. I got a list of stuff. Let's have a look, and we're gonna check that out now. And then also, I'm gonna ask you some questions about your family as well. If you join this live session, I really appreciate you being here. Hello, great to see you. Thanks for joining. So first question, very easy one. 5 people here already. Great news. First question is a very easy one. And it's going to be, Taboki's here with the dab. So the first question is very easy. It's just going to be, who is your favorite family member? And why? It must be why. Tell me why. That's what I want to know, the big details on that one. So yes. Who is your favorite family member and why? Tell me in the comments. Your dog. Good choice. Dog is definitely part of your family. We've got some idioms about family today. We're going to be firing through. My mum, because she's the best person in this world. That's a good choice. I really do think so. Your dog always makes you happy. That makes a lot of sense. What kind of dog do you have? I'd love to know. Is it a big, small, grey, pink dog? Green? What do you think? We're going to go over some family idioms today. And I've got a bunch of them. And we should go for a classic, I think, to start with. And I'm going to set up an Insta Live quickly so we can get some more people over to us. So bear with me 1 second while I quickly fire in there. Here we are. I'm going to just tell you my favorite family member is it's got to be my daughters and my wife, I suppose. Definitely so. Hi guys, well, just a quick live to say that you're buzzing for this lesson. That is really awesome to hear. Just to tell you, I'm live on YouTube right now. We're doing some idioms related to family. So yeah, I'm going to give you an idiom right now. Let's do it together as a group. Just also YouTube and Instagram. So my idiom for right now is Bob's your uncle. What does it mean? Bob's your uncle. What do you think it means? I'm going to be coming off of Instagram just after this one, but I'd love to know, what do you think Bob's your uncle means? I'm on YouTube right now, and wee. No. Or are you just introducing yourself like that? Wee. Yeah. So, what does Bob's your uncle mean? What do you think? I'm really good, thanks. It's great to see you all here. Bob's your uncle is a nice phrase. Bob's your uncle. What do you think? I'm on YouTube right now, guys. If you want to join, I'll be coming off of this Insta Live in about 2 minutes and concentrating on here with some idioms, talking about family. So yeah, Bob's your uncle. What do you think it means? You came from Instagram. That's wonderful news. I'm super excited to see you too, buddy. Thank you very much for joining. So yes, what do you think Bob's your uncle means? Have you heard this phrase before? Like, it's a very popular one, especially in the UK. Bob's your uncle. Do you know? looks like your uncle. No, nice try. Or maybe your uncle is Bob. That caused a bit of a issue there, doesn't it? So I'm going to tell you the answer very soon. Stu, did Stu see your comment? I saw your comment. Don't worry, it's in the back of my head. I just didn't want to give the answer straight away. That's all. But Bob's your uncle. What does it mean? And I'm going to tell you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bob's your uncle does indeed mean there it is, or there you have it. So, for example, if you're telling someone something that needs to be done, I put the spelling earlier in the live. Sorry, but it is on YouTube right now in the comments. If you're telling something how something needs to be done or how it can be done, for example, you need to fix your car. I know nothing about cars. Cars was a bad choice. But let's give it, yeah, like voila is a good example. Very nice job. But it's something like this. If you're telling someone how to fix your car and you're saying to them, so you just put that thing that goes under your car that you pump up, it's called a jack. We call it a jack in English. There's another piece of vocabulary, literally like the name, jack. That thing that you put underneath your car and you pump, and it lifts the car up off the ground. Put the jack underneath the car, take the tire off, and then change the tire, and Bob's your uncle. It's done. Like, there it is. There you have it. So yeah, that is it. That is what Bob's your uncle is. And we're going to do some more on YouTube right now. So if you want to have some more family idioms, come find me, Stu Sensei English. I'm there with a nice group of people having a chat in the comments. See you there. Okay, great. Thank you very much for your patience, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you if you joined as well. I really appreciate that. So yeah, Bob's your uncle means, what did I say? It means that there it is, or there you have it. And then I've got a question for you as well. I'd love to know, who inspires you the most? Who inspires you the most? What do you think? Some family members, even if it's not family. And to be honest, for me, when I say family, I think of best friends or pets, as we had a pet here. Someone said a pet earlier. So I think of best friends or a pet within the family. So that's fine, in my opinion. Me? No, you must be confused. Hi, Cloud. Nice to see you. Great to see you here. I really appreciate you joining. It's been a while, it feels. I think you messaged in the group the other day. Your friends inspire you the most? That's really wonderful. Friends are a great source of inspiration, aren't they? For sure. What do you think, guys? Who inspires you the most? And then whilst there are so many people. For me, it's sometimes difficult to find positive energy with your group of friends as well. Have you ever felt that, where sometimes it's people going through different things in life? So I always outsource any kind of energy or inspiration. I like get on to YouTube. I like Arnold Schwarzenegger's speeches, or a guy called Gary Vee. I love that information, and I wake up every day and I listen to something and it pumps me for the day. Your mother, good choice. It gets me, inspires me to do something, with my day and get the most out of it. I think it's really important to have that positive mindset, especially with language. It's really, really important, isn't it? So yeah, chuck us a thumbs up. I remember the terminology today. Chuck me a thumbs up if you're liking this session, and we're going to go into the next one, which is like father. This is a good one. Like father, like son. What do you think that this? I love it. It's great. Like father, like son. What do you think it means? Father, like son. What do you think like father, like son means? A bee's knees. Close. Not baked beans. Bees. B-E-E-S. B-E-E-S. Yes. B-E-E-S. The same behavior. Personality. Same behavior. Maybe. I don't know. I can't guess this. It's really literal, actually, this one. It's really, really literal. The son very much. Hi, Richie. Great to see you. Look alike. That's interesting. The son very much takes after his father. That's all right. No worries. I'm a daughter, not a son. But you could say, you can have it like, I've heard it said like mother like daughter, or something like this as well, or like father like daughter, because it just depends on the kid. So no worries. It's not unisex. It can be for both. Personality wise as well. Yes. So we're going to go into it. So like father like son basically means that the two are very similar. They've inherited, the son has inherited, or even the other way around. They've they've both got similar characteristics. It could be like what they do, their behaviors or personality. I've heard it used for looks as well. So yeah, similar to characteristics, but usually used towards behavior. Usually used towards behavior. I agree. Most of our personality is dependent on our surroundings, but not all people influence from their family. Yeah, 100%. I agree with you, Clark. I inherited soft hair from my father. Oh, that's another good one, Yuki. Nice job. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. It is true. Similar. Yo, Dodo, Ahmed. Nice to see you here. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, meaning that usually it's related to family, but yeah, meaning that the person is very similar, shows similar behaviors to their parents. But that can be seen as a negative as well. Hiya, thank you so much for joining. Hi, Jean. Huang, I hope I said that correctly, buddy. So yeah, it's very, very interesting, isn't it? I like that kind of terminology. And then here's a question for you. I'd love to get your response on is, do you think that family is the most... sorry, 1 minute. I've just changed the question in my head and someone sent me a message. Go away. No, in a horrible way. I love all my students. Do you think that... well, now I've lost my train of thought. Do you think that you should always listen to your family's advice? Do you think that you should always listen to your family's advice? What do you think? Do you think that you should always listen to your family's advice? No? Complex answer, 1000%, Richie, I agree. 100% agree. No? Yes, there's a yes in there as well. I think that, yeah, you could go into it quite a lot, this one. Not all the time. Yes, I always do that because family is all that matters to me. But you're thinking of it, it depends what part of the family you're thinking of, doesn't it? So if you're thinking of your parents compared to your family, as in the family that you've made yourself, like your kids or your partner. So it really, that is a kind of a distinction between the two, isn't it? So I think that some of us would say you wouldn't listen to everything. You would listen to a lot of, but you wouldn't listen to everything that your parents says, opinion based. Maybe you want to create your own opinions in life. But then when it comes to having your own family, then perhaps you want to take into account everyone's decision and everyone's opinion, and to make your opinions from that. So it's a very interesting, diverse question, really, isn't it? Okay, here's your next idiom. Here we go. Like taking candy from a baby. It's like taking candy from a baby. What does it mean? I've got it's. I didn't put it's there, but never mind. From a baby. What do you think it means? It's a good one. It's like taking candy from a baby. I guarantee you can... rude! Maybe could mean that. I can see that thought process. Yes, I need their advice, but they want me to decide. Someone said easy. A person who is selfish, mean, malicious, intent-wise. Well, if they're literally taking candy from a baby, 100%. They certainly would. I don't know how many babies eat candy, though. I don't give my son candy, that's for sure. It's they'll go crazy. The sugar it drives kids up the wall. That's a nice idiom there. I just chucked out. So I'll go over that one in a second. To drive someone up the wall. So we're going to go over this idiom in approximately maybe 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. It means it's easy. You're completely right. It's easy. That is exactly what it means. Now, I know you all know other idioms or words that could be used, maybe slang words for it's easy. So chuck them in the comments because you can help your friends who are also watching. What other, I can think of like 5 already. What other idioms or phrases or words can we use for it's something that's easy or simple to do? What do you think? I'm going to give you a very, very simple one. Easy peasy. What do you think? Can you think of any other idioms or phrases or any kind of slang words, vocabulary that can be used for it's easy? Easy peasy one is one. There's one idiom that maybe everyone knows. What do you think? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. It means it's easy. Easy peasy means it's easy. That's it. There's one that involves something that you eat. There's actually 2 I can think of off the top of my head that involve something that you eat. A piece of cake. There we go. We got it. A piece of cake is one of them. Easy as pie is another. And then how about just individual words? There's so many. Simple. And they're completely gone out of my head right this minute. There are so many available for this topic. But yeah, some great idioms that you can use for easy. And this is such a selection. Look, we've got 3 idioms here already. Easy peasy. That could technically be an idiom. So yeah, lots of choice for that one. Okay, let's go to the next question then. I'd love to know, do you think that is it worth starting a family? Is it worth starting a family? What do you think? I have a strong opinion on this. There's a guy, I've just seen a fantastic one that we're doing next. Some of these are super British today. Is it worth starting a family? What do you think? Idiot proof. That's a great one for it's easy. Idiot proof. 100%. I like that one. It's not rocket science. That's a good one as well. Yeah. They're kind of nuances to those ones for it's easy though. Effortless. Yeah. So we got yes. 4 yeses for starting a family is a good idea. I completely agree, to be honest. That's okay. You can just give us your you can just give us your guess. What do you think? Would you like to start a family is the important thing. In the future, obviously, very far in the future, would you think about it? Have you had a good enough family relationship with your family to want to start one? Bothersomeness. Wow, that's really, yeah, I can imagine that being used. For me, I think it's worth it. It's a very interesting experience. It's not necessary for everyone, but as long as you're willing to work at having a family is the important thing. Don't give up straight away, obviously. And remember, if you have kids, that the kids only learn from you. So you have to really think that the kids don't know anything. I always think to myself, my kids don't know anything. So if I do a bad action, they'll probably copy it. They don't know it's bad. So you have to kind of think like everything we do, they're probably going to copy. And you have to be aware of your actions as much as possible, you know, so you want to help them as much as possible. But you can mold your child into someone great if you really work at it, but that takes like a lot of time humbling yourself. You know, you have to feel a bit humble about how you feel about yourself, and sometimes that can really change a lot of your characteristics. 100%. So sorry, I kind of went off then. So how about this one? This is a great one. Right, there's 2 here, 2 for the price of 1. Oh, 1 minute. What did I say earlier? Drive them crazy. It would make them crazy. Drive them crazy. Drive them crazy is a little different, but you could, if a kid has a lot of sugar, you could say it would make them bounce off the wall, or they'd be bouncing off the wall. Bouncing off the wall means like they'd be going crazy because there's so much sugar. Bouncing off the wall. Wall. Going crazy. Maybe some people are thinking like that during coronavirus time. There's some nice ones there. Okay, so yeah, 2 for the price of 1. That's another one for you. That means you're going to get 2 idioms here. They are both in, but to be fair, they both match each other. So here we go. My old man or my old lady. What do you think these mean? My old man, my old lady. Who is that? Who is your old man? Who is your old lady? What do you think? I don't think this is used so much in these days, but I think it's used sarcastically, so you can tell it's from British, from the British. Father, mother, maybe. Who do you think my old man is? A car? It could be. I think I've heard, potentially I've heard old lady used for car. Close friend? Possibly. I think this is very interesting for me. Grandma, grandpa? Oh, this is very cool. You won't even believe when I tell you the answer, I think. This is going to be good. I'm super pumped. Grandpa, grandma? What do you think? I'm going to tell you the answer very, very shortly, okay? It is, Richie. It's husband or wife. So some people refer to their partner as their old lady or old man. Maybe isn't used. I think what it means is like the person I've been with for a long time. So my old lady, the old as in we've been together for a long time, lady, the person that we've been with for a long time. So yeah. Surprising, isn't it? I can understand how you would think it was any of the others. 1000%. It's a really interesting one. Like I say, I think it's more not used as much anymore with a newer generation anyway, but definitely whilst I was growing up, it was used. So yeah, it's very, very interesting. So yeah, there we go. There's that one. And so next question for you guys is, do you think, well, I just thought of a really great one for family, actually. Do you think you could, I'm trying to think about this question a lot. Do you think you could, okay, let's just do it. Do you think you could live without your family? What do you think? Oh, it says Amelie. Do you think you could live without your family? I'll write it again. No Amelie for you. What do you think? Nope. Nope. Depends really on the situation, isn't it? Not all of us have the best relationships. Yes, I can, because they will not be with us forever. It's true. Not without having contact with them. That's a good point. So, well, obviously, I'm nowhere near my family. So it's possible. But yeah, I have a really strong relationship with my family as well. But with the internet now, you can contact anyone anywhere. So you're kind of lucky. I think it's possible. But what I was going to say is, do you know this idiom? Black sheep. The black sheep. Who is the black sheep? What is the black sheep? Are you a black sheep? What do you think a black sheep is? My man, David. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you here. Because after marriage, I should live with my husband. It's true. It's true. You probably should. Someone different in your family. The odd one in your family. Yeah, the black sheep is an interesting one, I think. You was a hot sheep, a nasty person, a genius. Black sheep is a very interesting one. I think it's actually kind of common. When I say kind of common, because it depends who you. I don't know what that is though. Unfortunately, not get more. I'm going to double check. But yeah, it depends where you're from. Obviously, idioms are really regional, but there's some that cross over. But I think quite regional, personally, to be honest. But yes, you got it, Yuki. That's right. You say it in your language. Thank you for the nursery rhyme. That's exactly what we needed. I really appreciate that. Yeah, but yeah, it's basically like you said, someone who's the odd man out, odd person out, not necessarily a man, odd person out, mostly used in a negative. I mean, the black sheep is mostly used for someone who doesn't fit in, someone who maybe has done something bad. It usually relates to someone who's done something bad, to be honest with you. The odd person. And it doesn't even have to be for a family, to be honest with you. Talk of the devil is a lush idiom. Yeah, someone who does a mistake. Exactly. It usually means something. It is related to that, and in some cultures, I think it's quite a strong thing that happens. But in Western cultures, like especially in Britain and in America, I don't think you can do something that disrespects the family, but then you can be let back into the family. It's not really used in a strong sense. Well, it's used in a strong sense, but I mean, I think there's always a way back in the West, especially. So yeah, the odd person in a family / group that usually in a bad context. We're gonna put. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to give you one more. I love the talk of the devil is great. Is when you talk about someone and they suddenly appear. I like that one. But how about the last one related to family? Up the duff. What do you think up the duff means? Actually, I can give you two more for this one. Up the duff, or I got a bunch of them for this. Up the duff. This is really unrelated to the previous ones. Up the duff, or the bun in the oven, or maybe a turkey in the oven would be another one. It's not. This is a specialized one for Christmas. Obviously, I did it on purpose. 1000%. No, not at all. But yeah, it means pregnant. You're completely right. It does means pregnant. So a bun in the oven. What a strange way to describe a kid. Hey, oh, sad. But yeah, all of those up the duff. What is Duff? Why Duff? Damien Duff. He's a football player. He used to be. A bun in the oven, turkey in the oven. Maybe you know Damien Duff, Richie. Actually, he used to play for Leeds. Did he play for Leeds? He was Liverpool as well, wasn't he? Bun in the oven. Yeah. It does mean that someone's pregnant. Yeah. And Chelsea, yeah, you're completely right. So, yeah, there we have it. That is it for today, guys, I'm afraid. But that was good. That was a fun session. Thank you for being super active in the comments. It means the best. It means the best or worst thing that could ever happen to you is going to happen, depending on where you stand. For me, well, yeah. For me, it's so far always been the best situation. But yeah, I think that you're completely right. Depends what side of the fence you're on. As the last one for you, what side of the fence you are on? Yes, it can depend. So yeah, thank you very much for your time. I hope you have a really wonderful evening. I love you all lots. Speak evening or morning or afternoon, depends where you are. or nighttime. Someone was watching me at like 3 a.m. in the morning. I noticed the other day. Should I be scared of that? I'm not sure, but I really appreciate everyone who views. So thank you very much for your time anyway, and I hope to see you again next week, same time, same time. Are you saying I look tired or what? What are you trying to say? Eh? I could probably use some sleep, but sleep is for the weak. No, it isn't at all. Sleep is very important. It's definitely not for the weak. But yeah, I'm on a roll, so I don't want to break the streak. I'm going to call it a streak, not streaking. Streaking is something very different. But yeah, I'm on a streak at the minute. Have a really, really wonderful evening. I've already done that. But yeah, anyway, I love you lots. Ciao. How do I end this? Nice way to end. Yes.